HALOT Box Software Tutorial. First, we go to the Creality Cloud or open the SD files and download the slicing software HALOT Box. Here, using the Creality Cloud, download the software. Open Creality Cloud. Click Software and Firmware. Click Software. Find HALOT Box and download the software. Click on the downloaded file, select the suitable language, English is used here, and click OK. Click Next, I agree. Select the installed location. Click Next, Install. After the installation is complete, click Finish. If you want to run the software, you can tick Run HALOT Box. The first time you enter the software, you need to select the printer model first, choose your own printer model. Next, enter the HALOT Box software explanation and model slicing method teaching. First, we see the basic function bar. Click File, Open is to open a .stl or .obj format model file. You can use the shortcut key Ctrl+O. Open the project is to open a previously saved slice file. The file format is .cx3d. Recently opened files, list of recently opened files, file format is .stl or .obj. Recently opened projects, the file format is .cx3d. Save the STL file, save the model as a .stl format file. Save project as, save the model as a .cx3d file, the shortcut key is Ctrl+S. Close the software, the shortcut key is Ctrl+Q. Editorial bar. Undo, cancel the previous operation, the shortcut key is Ctrl+C. Redo, cancel the undo operation, the shortcut key is Ctrl+Shift+C. Delete model, delete the selected model, the shortcut key is Delete. Select all models, to select all models, the shortcut key is Ctrl+A. Cancel all selections, change the selected model state to the unselected state. Mastering and flexibly using these shortcuts can greatly improve work efficiency. Repair, models with tiny holes can be repaired. It is recommended to use other software such as Magic to check whether there are holes in the model before slicing to save time and material. Help, here is a text version of the user manual. Introduces the software, installation methods, basic functions, add support and slicing methods. There are slight differences between different versions, the actual situation shall prevail. Update version detection update. Feedback, here you can leave your comments or suggestions about HALOT Box. About us, display basic information such as software version. Language settings, you can set the software language according to your needs. See top bar. Open. Save project. Free model, here is our Creality Cloud model, you can directly download and import the model. Historical model, used models. Printer, click on the list below the printer to select the appropriate printer model. This is the steps of slicing, from layout to adding support, and finally slicing and exporting. To undo the redo command, please see the previous explanation. Click to log into the Creality Cloud account. After logging in, you can view my models and my favorites. If you don't have a Creality Cloud account, click below to register now. Switch the visual orientation of the model by clicking on different orientations. This function supports fast switching to 8 vertices, 6 faces, 12 lines, and 26 views, and reverting to the original view by clicking Home above. Long press the right mouse button to drag the mouse to rotate the model. Long press the left mouse button to pan, scroll the mouse wheel to zoom in and out of the view. Now we open a model file. Or you can also click Free Models to download the models in the model library. After importing the model, it may appear that the model is too big or too small. Click the blue word to adjust to the right size. Next, we adjust the parameters according to the situation of our model. When adjusting the parameters, it should be considered to improve the probability of successful printing and facilitate post-processing. Be sure to select the model when modifying parameters. Click Move to drag the axes, change the data, or make the model in the center directly. Dragging an axis to move only moves the model along one axis. The mouse can be dragged freely on the model, and it should not exceed its printing range. Scale the model to the right size, either equally or individually for one axis. Check or uncheck the locking ratio. There are 3 ways to scale: change the value of XYZ axis, change the scale ratio, or just drag the axis on the model. Rotate is the angle of the model placement. Rotation can change the direct model rotation angle, or drag the rotation axis, or lay it flat by surface. Since light curing printing is cured layer by layer, observing the model in the video, if placed according to the original angle, it needs to increase the area of support, a support about to hold up the surrounding 2 mm distance. The added support needs to be polished at a later stage, but it will still affect the accuracy and aesthetics of the model. Therefore, for this type of model, it is not recommended to lay the model flat. It is recommended that the model be placed upright to reduce the touch surface of the support. If placed upright like this, you can notice that the blade is extremely narrow, and it is difficult for the printer to print this quality. The same is true for the reverse placement, which needs to take into account the accuracy of the model. Generally, we'll choose to tilt a certain angle to place. Here we will place the blade up. If the blade is down, as this piece needs to add support, it will lead to post-processing, may damage the blade. Clone, the number of models will be copied if the value is set to a certain number. Each model can be edited separately. It is recommended to clone after adding support to avoid repeating the action of adding support multiple times. The layout can be adjusted manually, or by clicking on the layout on the left. Drill function is usually used for hollow models. Hollow are used for larger models that do not require solid printing. Need to drill holes after hollowing. Take the model in the video as an example. Set the thickness, fill percentage, and structure. Click on Hollow after setting. This is what it looks like after hollowing. The hollowing out must be combined with the drilling, otherwise the material cannot flow out. At least 2 holes need to be drilled in the model. Try to choose a place that does not damage the appearance of the model. Set the shape, size, depth, and drilling method. When setting the depth, you need to pay attention to the size of the wall thickness model to avoid hitting other parts. Option to drill through only one layer. The drilling method is actually the orientation of the hole. Left-click on the position to be drilled to complete the drilling. Other tools include letter, split, and ranging. Lettering, input text, select font, set font size and thickness. Drag the mouse to move the text, click the left button to confirm the text position. Drag the mouse again to rotate the text, click the left button to confirm, so that the lettering is completed. The red one indicates the cutting position. You can click on different positions of the model or change the value of the position to change the cutting position. Drag the rotary axis or change the value to change the cutting angle. After confirming the cutting position and angle, click Split. The model will be split into two parts, and the two parts can be edited separately. Ranging can measure the distance between 2 points. After basic editing of the model, click on Support. There are 3 types of supports. Heavy supports are used when printing heavier models. Usually the use of light and medium support is sufficient. You can adjust the type of support according to the size of the model. The height from the platform is the height of the model lift, here set to 5 mm. Keep the default value, can also be. The density value of the support can be slightly changed, here it is set to 75%. The tip diameter is the area of the support in touch with the model. Support diameter. Advanced options to change the support details, normally just keep the default values. The default values can also be restored by clicking Reset after modification. There are 3 ways to automatically generate supports: automatically generate all supports, automatically generate only the supports on the platform, and automatically generate only the supports on the bottom. Option to add a base or just a dangling surface. Adding a base makes it easier to remove the model from the printing platform. Delete all means delete all supports. Manually add support according to your own judgment. Select Edit Removable Support Position. When you need to delete the support, first click Delete, then select the support can be deleted. Next, we will perform a support processing on this model. You can automatically generate all or platform supports first, and then manually add or remove supports. Click All. It can be seen that the automatically generated support can in fact basically meet the needs. Check again to see if you need to add or delete the support. At this stage, we have finished the editing of the model. Next, click on Slice. Exposure can be changed according to the model. If the model quality is larger to increase the exposure time, the quality is smaller to reduce the exposure time. In other cases, keep the default value. Click on Advanced Options. There is an X/Y axis contour compensation. Since the resin expands with heat when exposed to UV light when printed, it shrinks with cold when cleaned with alcohol. There are inevitably deviations in size. You can first print a small square to see how much the deviation is, and adjust the compensation value. Decreasing makes the model smaller, increasing makes it larger. Anti-aliasing, recommended range 20 to 200. Here set to 30 to 190, the closer the two values the smoother the printed model. It is generally not recommended to check the blurred image. After checking, the model will be smoother, but the size will be deviated. If unchecked, the size is more accurate. Click to slice. After slicing, you can choose local printing or remote printing. For local printing, you need to save the printing file to a U-disk. Click on Remote Printing, find your printer, and enter the password to connect to the printer. The machine and the computer need to be in the same local area network. The computer needs to turn off the Ethernet and connect to Wi-Fi. Click Start Transfer. Wait for data transfer to complete. Click Start Printing. The machine will automatically print. Remember to prepare the machine before remote printing, leveling, adding resin, etc. Click View Settings to view and change machine parameters. You can also remotely pause or stop printing. Display of printed products. You cannot view the printing status of the machine without the camera installed.